Although none of us like to think about anything bad happening, planning for emergencies is the best way to ensure that an emergency is resolved as quickly and safely as possible. During this presentation, we'll cover the following emergency situations: a fire emergency and critical incident emergencies. Our first emergency situation is a fire emergency. In case of a fire, either the smoke detectors or fire alarms will sound. Students, faculty, and staff should do the following. In an orderly fashion, exit the building, staying low to avoid smoke inhalation. If the fire alarm has not been activated, pull the closest fire alarm when exiting the building. Escape routes are posted throughout the buildings in areas easily accessible to everyone. If you are the last person to exit a classroom or office, close the door, reducing the spread of fire and damage. To prevent personal endangerment and instruction of emergency responders and equipment, do not leave the assigned areas until cleared to do so by your area leader. After exiting, meet in designated areas to be accounted for. Under no circumstances should you re-enter a burning building. Our second emergency situation is a critical incident emergency. Today we'll cover 3 basic response actions to a critical incident emergency situation: lockdown, evacuate, and shelter in place. Examples of critical incidents are tornadoes, earthquakes, or intruders. A very effective way to prepare for one of these incidents is to fully participate in drills. The first of the 3 actions is to lock down, which is to remain in a secured classroom, or to find one quickly and go into lockdown protocol. In a school setting, there are countless scenarios that might warrant a lockdown. When a lockdown is called, go into hiding immediately and follow all instructions from a teacher or an administrator. Lock the door however you can, whether it's putting a chair against the door or using a key. Make sure you can still escape quickly in case there's a fire or other dangerous situation in the area where you are locked down. Close the windows and put the blinds down. Turn off lights. Try to find a place where no one can see you. Windowless rooms and cubicles are good places. Get into the nearest room if you are not in one. Pull your feet up on the toilet and lock the door if you are in the bathroom. Don't make any noise at all. Don't talk or make any movements. Stay where you are until someone comes around and unlocks the door for you. Do not open the door for anyone. The second main response action to an emergency is to evacuate. Evacuation occurs when the school building is not safe or can occur when a lockdown situation is resolved. The general procedure for evacuation is to exit the building in a pre-planned way, finding an alternate route if exits are blocked, and accounting for staff, students, and visitors as soon as it is safe to do so. Have an escape route and plan in your mind before you start to move. Leave your belongings behind. If necessary, break windows if you're on the ground floor to escape, clearing away glass and laying mats or clothing over the windowsills to prevent injury. Prevent individuals from entering an area where a danger may be a present threat. Warn people to stay away without endangering yourself. Keep your hands visible if police officers are outside. Follow the instructions of any police officer. Do not attempt to move wounded people. Call 911 when you are safe. And most importantly, listen for special instructions over the intercom. The option to shelter in place is necessary when external conditions make it unsafe to leave the building, but where locking down in a classroom is not necessary. A special shelter in place is conducted for tornadoes and severe weather conditions. This is called drop, cover, and hold. Quickly lock doors and close windows. Select interior rooms above the ground, with the fewest windows or vents. In most situations, you can reduce your chance of injury if you drop down on your hands and knees. This position protects you from falling, but allows you to still move if necessary. Cover your head and neck with both arms, clasping your neck with your hands. If a sturdy desk or table is nearby, crawl beneath it while keeping one arm over your head. If there is no shelter nearby, only then should you get down near an interior wall, or next to any low-lying furniture that won't fall on you, and cover your head and neck with arms and hands. Hold on to your shelter or to your head and neck until the shaking or weather stops. Be prepared to move with the shelter if the shaking shifts it or if the weather shifts it around. Wherever you are, protect yourself. You may be in a situation where you cannot find shelter beneath furniture or low against the wall with your arms covering your head or neck. It is important to think about what you will do to protect yourself wherever you are. Listen to the radio, watch television, or use the internet for further instructions until you're told it's safe to evacuate.